Hello, one and all. This is WellArmedWithTacos, and welcome to a brand new Let's Play. This is Let's Play Thief 2: The Middle Age. My favorite Thief game, and the Thief franchise is a franchise I cherish greatly. So to be able to say it's my favorite game amongst probably what is my favorite franchise in terms of video game specific franchise, is a very high accolade. It is a game I very, very much love, and it is the one I am by far the most familiar with when it comes to the Thief games. I went ahead and tried to change my controls. I upped the gamma, but I'm going to up it just a little bit more here. We have to keep things bright because YouTube will make things dark. And hopefully the audio settings are okay as well. I tried to adjust those, but this is the first video, so this video, the second video, and the third video will all be the same, and if there's any problems in them, I won't know until after I've recorded them. So without further ado, let us hit New Game. And we're going to select Expert Difficulty, just like we did Thief 1, because I'm an expert at Thief, and it's part of the fun. Hit Start Game.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery.
Whoops! I accidentally pressed the mouse key there. Poop. Sorry. I ignore that. Quit. We'll do that again. Sorry.
I've always equated feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery. Too bad for Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is keeping her confined in the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative opportunity for a man like me. It would also mean that Basso would owe me a favor, and in this line of work you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll make Basso wish he was still rotting in Crag's Cleft. This proves it. Going legit is more trouble than it's worth.
As always, the voice actor for Garrett is flawless, and I wish I could remember his name at the immediate moment, but I cannot. Wonderful, wonderful voice acting, and that is the setup for the first mission. We are doing a rescue mission. Once you're ready for Basso to go, give the signal using the bird call he gave you. You have to be close enough for him to hear it. Help Basso and Guinevere get out of the mansion together. Is it Guinevere or Genevieve? I can't remember. You'll need to scout ahead and make sure Basso's route is safe. Luckily, Basso didn't say anything about not taking Lady Rumford's stuff. Get 600 in loot, including 200 in gems. That number's gonna go up. This is the first mission. Genevieve would be aghast if anybody died because of this. Don't kill anyone. That's here because of the expert difficulty. Might also be here on hard, but it's guaranteed to be here because of expert difficulty. Just like Thief 1, I'm pretty much not allowed to kill a soul unless it's a spider or a monster or something like that. I don't think there's any missions in this one where they forgot to include it, like the wizard mission before. Still, nothing stops you from teaching these guards a lesson and getting a little practice. Score at least 8 knockouts. Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I do not play Ghost Thief.
I sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
Thank you, Basso. I'm trying to get used to my keys. I have shift to run forward, like it was before. Control to crouch. Normally I walk. I can control my menu items like so, and my inventory items like so. And all we have is a compass and a bird call. No lockpicks. That's something to bear in mind. We need to get loads of money. And as I was saying, I do not play Ghost Thief. That is not my style. To me, the idea of playing Thief, like, without knocking out any guards just sounds completely boring. I like knocking out guards. I like being able to move through the level without fear. And we're going to move into here pretty much without fear, because I know this first level like the back of my hand, and I still pick up goblets as if they're made of gold. They are not. That will get me every single time.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
And his gold. We now have 34 in money. Step across this wooden floor. Look at these. They're worth nothing. They'll go over here. There's nothing worth taking. And just like this, we enter the main area. We would. We still can't. Is there a key? There must be a key. I know this area like the back of my hand! Immediately doesn't know where he's going because he can't find a key. I don't have lockpicks. So... Oh, there it is. Go ahead and open both of these. But not that one. Trust me, I know this area like the back of my hand. No, seriously, I do remember the first level. I would say fairly well. The layout, not so much, but I definitely remember aspects to it. I like this first level. I like this first level quite a bit. And we're going to do something I couldn't do in Fire Warrior, which is save. We're also going to establish what quick save is. Is it F5? Is it F6? Is it G? I don't know what it is. Did I quick save on accident? No. So we need to go figure out what that is right now. It should be all the way down, probably. All the way down. Quick save is S and Alt. What? No, that's not going to fly. We're going to do F6 and F9. That should work. We're going to save those under My Bidens and return. And we're going to make our first quick save. It will be very nice to be able to do a game where I can just save freely. We can pick up some cheese. We might need that. And pick up some money. As I said in the reveal video for this Let's Play, it was... We don't want to open that door, by the way. That's one we don't want to open, because it leads to this guard right here, in that little glass area there. We could take that out. We're probably going to take that out, because this is your introduction to water arrows. The game is assuming this is your first time playing Thief. Also, no magic sword, so we have to be careful about the light. And that guard...
Damn torches, always sputtering out.
Well, don't just make tap over it. Light it up.
I lost my tinderbox. Oh, why don't you do it?
I ain't the one that's complaining, am I now?
Huh.
Those guards don't particularly care. They care a tiny bit, but not enough to go light it. We'll go through here. Carefully. and search for things to interact with. I don't see any, so we're gonna leave. Anyways, if you saw the reveal video, I was really questioning whether or not I wanted to do Thief 2 relatively soon after doing Thief 1, but ultimately I decided it's what I wanted to do because I like Thief 2 a lot. It was a game in which I knew I could save and load, and really there was no getting around doing a Let's Play. There was just, or sorry, not a Let's Play. There was no getting around doing a first-person shooter. It was either do a first-person shooter or a Warhammer game, or another game that would have just been the same thing, and I didn't want to do those, so here we are. We're going to knock those people out very carefully. More quick saving as we go. I used to be really, really good at knocking these two out. Let's see if I still am. I used to be a pro at this.
Oh. No!
Still a pro. And there's no mission penalties for getting hurt or anything, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. Neither of them have keys. Otherwise, we would have automatically looted them. That is a deck of cards. Picking that up will just give us an inventory item to immediately throw. And in here is a collection of things we're going to want. We're going to go into here first. There's a sword we don't want under the sword. I just say sword for fun. We have flares. I don't remember if there were flares in the original Thief. I don't remember. You'd think I would. It hasn't been that long, but it's been long enough for me. So we're going to move back through here. Leave those two to their little nap. I'm going to switch off my flash orb because I don't want to accidentally chuck it with a right click. And there's a guard over there, so we want to do quick save. Take a look-see. It doesn't look like this one likes to turn around very much. This is early mission stuff. Again, there is no tutorial in Thief 2. I didn't just skip it. There is no tutorial. If this is your first time playing Thief, you really do need these tutorials in order to understand what's going on. And unlike in inferior stealth games, I could mention, I don't have to empty the hand in my inventory to be able to pick up bodies. And we're going to drop you over here. Does it really matter where we drop him? But we're going to drop him over there anyways, and we're going to quick save. That leads to the area we've already been to. And we also have this room, which is probably just as empty as the other big generator room. There's a little valve there, but I can't turn it. We have this room here. We're going to switch to a crouch because we want to move just that much quieter. And the cook. The cook is going to be hard to get to because he is all over that tile floor. Also, there's something I want to try real quick. There's a button that I have that I thought did something, but doesn't. I think we can hear a guard directly above us. We're going to ignore him for now.
Nothing, I guess.
I don't see anything now.
Our first real predicament. How do we get through this? Well, first thing we do is we look at our tools. We have a water arrow, but a water arrow is not enough to delight this room. Unless... Nope. That is an electrical light. There's not a lot we can do about that. We have a flash orb, and it might be necessary to use. There's no way we can get across this floor with things how they are. So I think we're putting that flash orb to use. I'm going to quick save because there's a guard that patrols right there, and I need to do this when he's not paying attention. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be shafting myself.
Who's noising about then?
Let's take him out and move. Get him to the shadows as quickly as possible. Drop him off there. He should be fine. Now we're going to wait to see if that other guard is resuming his patrol or not before we save. I love this game. I genuinely love this game. And if you didn't watch the Thief 1 Let's Play and didn't hear my explanation to why I love this game, I love this game because it is a Thief game without any of the horror elements. There is almost no horror in Thief 2. Now there is disturbing imagery with the new enemies that we will be encountering over this Let's Play. I'm not going to spoil anything more than that. We will run into those, and they are fairly not the prettiest things in the world. But there's no zombies, there's no skeletons or anything like that. To my recollection, there are only 2 zombies in this entire game in an area that is entirely completely optional. So it's like it's Thief but without the horror, and that's good Thief. It should have always been like that since the beginning. I think this is the door that the cook comes into. We have lots of water arrows. We can use one. I want my blackjack on hand.
Ah, who made that noise?
Who opened the door magically for you? I have no idea. But thank you for taking a nap. And now we have access to the kitchen. But I'd rather continue clearing the floor because the kitchen is going to be loud. So far, relatively smooth sailing. Somewhere around here is another guard. But I don't know where. Dunya! Sometimes I think I miss the days when crime ruled the streets, as the sheriff would have it. Either way, we walk in fear. But before, we lost at most a purse. While now, we may be shut up in the iron simply for seeing the wrong thing at the wrong time. Give me the old days back again, and a pox upon Truart and his thugs. That's probably something that's going to come into play later. Gonna pick up loads of money. We're still at not a lot of wealth. But we will have more opportunities to get wealth. No worries about that. Not in this room, though. This room is bad. And doesn't look like in this room either. I hope you all can see this okay. The problem with the darkness is I can't see how dark it is until it's uploaded to YouTube, because YouTube is what's going to darken it. The audio I can control. That I can change in between these 3 videos and whatnot. But the darkness, I have to upload that to YouTube to see how that's going to play out.
Well, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
So, we know where she is, and Basso can get to her. Good. If we wanted to, we could escort her out right now. But we're not going to. Not yet. Because we still have multiple objectives to do, as in all of them. And there's an entire upstairs area that I think is basically optional unless you're playing on expert. Maybe on hard, you have to pay attention to it as well, but at least on expert, we need to go up there for wealth. So, in the meantime, thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos saving and signing off, or I'll save off camera. I'll see you later. Take care, and hope you're enjoying the new Let's Play.